Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on City Skylines airports. In other words, welcome back. In other words, let's get through the song. Hi, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to City Skylines airports. I've been considering doing that intro for a couple of episodes now, and I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. So here we are. Welcome back to the airport. It's going quite well at the moment. It's a bit weird, but I've done some detailing, and I'm quite happy with it. I've added some fences, although I need to add more because obviously there's some gaps. I've added some hangars. I've added some planes, some more fences, some luggage cars, and I put some planes in the hangars because I thought that looked kind of cool as well. And thanks to all of that, the airport is now level 2, which is kind of cool because it means I can go in here and, well, I can get the fence for one, but I can also get things like the elevated airport metro station. I can get medium parked planes and medium plane hangars. I can also get the luxury airport hotel, some large hangars, and I can also get aviation fuel stations as well. So we can really start getting into detailing this place, which I'm kind of excited about. So that's what I want to just jump right into today, is trying to make this place look a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to grab this hotel and I'm going to try and throw it like, say, here. And I think that actually works, which is great news because I was slightly worried it wouldn't. I do sort of want to shuffle it though, just a little bit to the right to get it a little bit better looking. But I basically want to put the hotel there, because I think it looks pretty good. You know, you come in the highway, you got this right here. You've got this thing kind of right opposite the terminal. It's not super close to the terminal and the concourse and all that as well. So that's totally fine. I do want to fix this though, right at the front. So I want to get some connections to it. So if we do this and we do this, I should be able to grab those, copy them, and then just sort of put them like, say, that right there. And I think that looks okay. I probably need to shuffle them just a little bit to the side and a little bit to the side there as well. But I think that looks all right. I think what we can do is maybe go ahead and do something like that, or maybe the other way, so the lights on the inside. And that's going to give us just a little bit of light if it gets dark around here, which it's unlikely to, because I usually don't have the day-night cycle on. But I'm going to be honest, I've been considering it. I've been considering the day-night cycle because I'm curious to see what a lot of things would look like at nighttime, especially the Nerdenborough sign right there, which I think would look pretty cool. I've actually seen a couple of comments that were like, hey, you need to add some lights to that for nighttime so it lights up really nicely and all that. And I think it already has them. I think those letters, yeah, you can see there at the bottom, they're floating, but it does have some lights. So I'm pretty sure at nighttime it will light up a little bit. And I think what I'll do at some point today is we'll go ahead and turn on the day-night cycle so we can get a proper look at it and see what's actually going on. Now, let me take out all of those power pylons. Let me take out that road as well, because we have this luxury hotel now, which I think is in a much better spot than the other weird ones that we had. But that's not to say that I don't want some of those other hotels. So my thinking is plain and simple. We do something a little bit like this. And I think I want to put a couple. I realized I just said plain and simple, and that's like an airport joke, and I'm quite happy with that one, even if I didn't quite realize at first. Oh man, these are expensive. They look pretty good though. It's 3. Well, no, it's not. That one's yellow, but that looks all right. We can do some stuff with that. We can absolutely go and put some paths around it as well, which I think is going to look pretty good. I basically just want to have a bunch of detailing around the airport to make it look as good as it possibly can. So something a bit like that, I think, is a good idea. I think having something a bit like this is probably a good idea. I think we're probably going to want to make sure that we have some crosswalks in here as well. In fact, I wonder if instead of doing this, should we go underground? I feel like that would be a better idea. I don't know if these can go underground though. So these guys can. So we'll go, what is that, 5, and we'll go, keep going down until it actually pops underground. And I guess what we're doing is we're going to go underground again about here. And that's what, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we want to go back up to about ground level, which I think is about there. So we'll connect you. We can level all of this out as well. So what we're going to want to do is grab all of these nodes and make sure that they're set to the height of the road, which they now are. These guys are probably fine, but we'll grab them anyway, just to make sure those are nice and neat as well. And we'll pop underground. We'll grab, for some reason I can't grab those ones. That's interesting. Do I have to grab them from the surface? That is a thing. Okay, so we grab these two, we get rid of you, and we want to level them to this height, and then we'll lower both of them so that they're exactly the same height, which they now are. Beautiful. Now, what I do want to do is move these guys so they are a little bit closer to the road. So something like that. So it's a bit more of a gradual slope. And then if we go underground, we want to go and I guess connect you to you. And that should be fine. So that gives us a nice connection from the hotels to the airports. It means that people can get around nicely, do what they got to do. There's a dog at that hotel I just saw there. I don't know if you caught that, but there was like a dog just going into the door. Fair enough. Not enough hotels let you take pets. I saw something on Reddit, I think, recently about like this really fancy looking hotel and someone brought his cat to it. And I looked at that and I'm like, man, I would love to bring my cat to a hotel. I would like, if my cat wasn't a bit of a, we'll say coward. There's a certain other word I was thinking of there that begins with P that technically means cat. But you know, we'll relatively family-friendly channel, by the way. If he wasn't such a coward, then I would absolutely travel with my cat. I'm that kind of person. I like genuinely. I have full conversations with my cat. I like to think I know what he means. I will be completely honest with you. I like to think I know what he's talking about sometimes, because this morning, for example, he spent the night outside. And he doesn't usually do that. Usually he is, you know, he'll be in the house by about, say, 11, maybe midnight at the latest. But last night, I was in bed early. My gran was in bed early. Everyone was in bed early. So why did I just put those pipes down? I'm breaking my rule there. So the cat, you know, he didn't show up until much later. So he was outside for most of the night. And we have like a little cat. Oh, by the way, I got some parking lots. I forgot to mention that. Quite happy with these. I'm definitely looking to get some more, and I'm considering learning how to use parking lot roads because I feel like they're a lot better. But for now, I'm sticking with these guys. Anyway, back to what we're all here for, which is stories about my cat. So yeah, no, he's used to being inside. He's not really an outdoor. I mean, he goes outside, right? He is the kind of cat that he will go outside. He's not a fully indoor cat. But the point I'm making is that last night he was outside because he didn't come in. He was, you know, he didn't get back to the house in time. We went to bed. I wasn't really in the mood for sitting up until 1 or 2 in the morning. You know, my sleep schedule recently has been pretty good, which if you've been following the channel for a while, you will be well aware that's rare for me. That doesn't often happen. So I wasn't in the mood for messing it up, basically. So the cat stayed out. And we have a little box at the front of the house. I say box, it's a cat bed, like it's a little like kennel thing. And it's at the front of the house because we have 2 cats. And we got this little bed thing. Well, I say we got. A neighbor, one of our neighbors really likes our cats and felt bad because one of them's usually sitting on the window. And like, she bought 2 like of these kennel things and gave them to us. And like, it was a really kind thing. It was really like unexpected. She moved in a couple of months ago and she's like, hey, you know, I saw your cat sitting there. I got him this. I thought he might like it. And we're like, oh, okay, absolutely. So yeah, she got the cat a couple of kennels. One of them sits out the front. One of them sits out the back that the outdoor cat uses. But last night, the typically indoor cat stayed in the kennel. And let me tell you something. He was bloody furious when I let him in this morning. I'm not even kidding. Now, Like I said, I like to think I know what my cat is like. I was going to say saying. This is how you know you're a crazy cat person. You don't refer to your cat as meowing. You refer to what he said. I think I've just had a realization. Anyway, the point is, he was furious. So he came in this morning, and usually he'll come in and he'll like go straight to his bowl and get something to eat. And then he'll go up the stairs to bed, which is, it's where I sleep, but it's where the cat sleeps as well. He's got his little spot in the bed as well. So usually, he'll come in, he'll get something to eat, but he came in this morning, like when I opened the door and yelled on him, he yelled back, and then he came in, and like I said, usually he goes and gets something to eat. Nope, this morning he came in, he sat underneath the stairs for a minute, kind of just looking at everyone, looked very tired, and then just kind of came out, meowed, hissed, ran up the stairs, tried to push my room door open. He was too tired to do that, so I had to get it because he was yelling at me again to push it open. He goes in, he jumps up in bed, he throws himself onto the bed, onto his spot, and he's just laying there like grumpy and meowing. He's not in pain. I checked over him to make sure he's not injured. He's not in pain. He's just tired and grumpy. And I'm so proud because that's so me. And that's again, a reason I know I'm a crazy cat person is the cat's called Indy, by the way. He's named after Indiana Jones. So he's called Indy. And that's how I know I raised that cat well. And when I say raised him, we got him when he was very young. We weren't quite sure he was going to make it. He was very, very small. He was the runt of the litter. And, it's also the reason he's useless at hunting, because I taught him to hunt. And, see, the thing is, because quote unquote, I taught him to hunt, what happens is he does that thing that cats do. He gets down low and he starts like creeping along. But then as he gets close to whatever he's hunting, he meows at it very loudly. And and it usually runs away or flies away. And he kind of just looks at it and goes, how did this happen? Not again. Why does this always happen? My point being, he was very grumpy this morning. So I sat with him a bit. Like I said, I checked him over to make sure he wasn't injured or hurt or anything like that. He's just grumpy. He's just tired and grumpy because he was outside. Meanwhile, the other cat loves it. The other cat, which is called Ninja, not named after the streamer. He was called Ninja before I even knew what Twitch was. He's like 12 years old. He used to live outside. He used to only show up once every year, maybe twice a year if we're lucky. He recently decided he was staying at home, so that's why we got the kennels. Oh God, I don't know why this video has just descended into me talking about my cats, but I'm here for it. So, we've committed at this point. Anyway, parking lots. We have parking lots. I think they look pretty good. I do want to put down some bollards though. And I don't think I actually have any bollards. So if I search like barrier, I guess I could use these, or I could use crowd control barriers. That might be kind of interesting. I could use a fence, to be completely honest, but I think these barriers are a bit more interesting. Oh God, how does this work? 90. Yep, 90 is what I'm looking. Oh my God, that is not quite, for the life of me, do not know how this works. Is it this I'm looking for? It is this I'm looking for. All right, spacing needs to be like, I don't know, 8. No, not 8. 6? Yeah, 6 is good. And then how do I get it to be like from, oh, that's not it. From like, no, not you. Okay. I have no idea how this works. This is updated since I last used it. So that's good. You know what? Let's just do, I guess, let's just lay these out in a line like that, and I'll adjust them myself. So about there is probably fine. We'll grab you and go about there. And we'll grab the entire line and go, I guess, about, I guess there is probably good enough. It's a bit of a weird barrier to use for this in this particular application, but I'm going to allow it. I think I will bring the spacing down to like 5.8 though. Maybe 5.9. Yeah, 5.9 I think is better. And then I can sort of very gently just shuffle you along a tiny bit, and it should be relatively central, and it is. Okay. Yeah, so that's fine. How do I play? How do I place it now? There we go. Yeah, that looks all right. It's not bollards, but it's definitely a noticeable barrier, and we can like put some signs or something along there. Like if I look for like say a billboard, we've got like these guys. So what I could do is put one like say there, and then we can go back a little bit and we can put one like, I don't know, there. So like you're coming in, you see the ads on the other side of the road, which I feel like that's slightly dangerous. You know, just ads on the other side of the road, but whatever. That's not my problem. That's the problem for the drivers to figure out, so they can deal with that. I think this is good though. I think this is totally fine. I think I'm gonna move this one in a little bit. And yeah, that looks all right. It's a bit weird looking, but yeah, it looks like an airport. I am slightly tempted. Do I have like an airport like sign or something? Is that in the game by default? What is this? Airport terminal road. Wait, what? Wait, what? Elevated airport terminal road. Networks. I don't know what this is. What is this? Is that? I didn't know that was a thing. Wait, what? What? I didn't know that was that's a thing. Is that a thing like in here? No. Is it in the airport section? What is this? What is this? Medium Airport Cargo Road. I wasn't aware that those roads existed. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's actually going to make my life a lot easier, but that wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking to see if we have like a sign that has the word airport on it, and I don't think we do. So I might have to use the letters to like, I don't know, make another sign that says something, something airport, something, something. I'm not really 100% sure, but I think this is a good application of these hotels. So let's go ahead and just throw in another couple of parking lots because we have a little bit of space down here. So we'll do this one, we'll do this one, and we'll do this one. So there we go. Another couple of parking lots just at the side of the hotels. Looks decent enough to me. The land isn't necessarily flat, but I'm okay with that. And I guess what we'll also do is just bring a little bit of power into that space as well so that they are all up and running. Lovely. So that's good. We can probably get away with setting this as a giveaway sign. We'll let all that traffic come in and do its thing. We could probably also set this up so that traffic does that. And so that traffic does that. So that we have like dedicated turn lanes and stuff like that as well. We'll kind of keep traffic in its lane for a little bit and just here as well so that it doesn't get all weird. And that should let it flow and generally do its thing. Now, I am wondering, do we want to maybe set up some buses so that they go to the hotels? I'd be slightly tempted to say that we should do that. Just because it'd be different, right? So like a bus that goes there, so you can hop on a bus from here and it will take you to the hotel. I think that's fine. I'd be tempted to put a bus stop over here as well. Just so that we can, you know, have a couple of bus stops. So I think we'll do 2 of them. Something like that. It's a little bit interesting. And I might change the color of these buses as well at some point to be something that's not blue, but I need to get the mod that lets me... Oh, that's a problem. You know, this is something... I don't remember where I saw this being discussed. It might have been Twitter. It might have been Reddit. It might have been... I don't really know where it was. But it turns out that fire trucks can't actually get out to this part of the airport. So that's a bit of a problem. Even if you put roads out here, which by the way, that's all this is. This is just an industrial road that I've kind of sunk the end down of. So it looks like it goes into the taxiway. Yeah, we need helicopters. We need fire helicopters, which admittedly, I could do, right? I could do like fire helicopters. I mean, that's very close to the runway right there. I also don't love that it has trees on it. But I could do that. I could put them down here as well, which would be a bit of maybe a better distance, like down this way. Not strictly there, but, you know, in that general area. We could potentially make like a dedicated area for helicopters out here, but I don't really know. I mean, that is now, that's a power connection there, so that's fine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make like a little area for these helicopters. I think that's probably a good idea. So let's use the industry road. And let me do a little, have I got angle snapping on? I do. Let me do, I don't know how well this is going to work necessarily. It actually doesn't, it's not lining up the way I want it to at all. What about this one? Yeah, that lines up the way I want it to. So if I do that, it's definitely very close to the highway, but I think that's all right. We'll bring this down, maybe over like this. So it kind of goes that way. And it kind of connects, I guess I need it to connect to that node, which is going to be a bit weird, but something like that, I think, would probably be okay. And then what I can do is just throw the fire helicopters there. Now, again, I'm not a huge fan of the trees on this thing. I think I need to get another mod that lets me control, you know, trees and stuff like that on buildings. But for now, I think we're going to have to just tolerate it being like this. Speaking of which, speaking of mods, I have seen a few comments and a couple of people in Discord have been asking about the mods that I'm using for this series. And I 100% intend to put together a collection and put it in the video descriptions, and I'll, you know, pin it in the comment of the video where that starts happening. The reason I haven't done that yet, plain and simple, is because I'm still adding mods to the list of mods that I'm using. So it's I know the collection will automatically update, but I'm still trying to figure out what I want to use and what I don't. So I'm still just kind of, you know, going through that process to figure out what I want to use and what I don't. So once I figure that out, once I settle on some mods, I will put together a list, and believe me, you will be the first to know. You specifically. Yes, you. All right. So that'll be within an episode or two. It'll probably be this week, if not this week, early next. Now, let's do some fences. Let's do some fences. I think that looks decent. We'll bring this guy back a little bit. We'll just sort of snap these together and see if we can't maybe make them, you know, just a little nice, right? So we'll do something like this. I don't know if that's, I don't know if we should have like that road there of open to the public. That does seem a little weird to me. That that road is like kind of not open to the public, but it's like open, right? That does seem a little weird. I wonder, would this be an idea? You know, just bring this guy straight over and run it into the side of the terminal. I kind of feel like it works. It does look a little bit. It looks very. It doesn't look friendly. Is how I'm going to describe that. It definitely doesn't look friendly, but I think it's just going to have to be like that because it does look a little weird just having that road open to the public. Since that to me isn't a public road, so I don't know. I think we're going to stick with that. We'll also connect you to there, so it looks like this is now like secure as well, which it should be. And I guess that's just what we're going to do with the fire helicopters. I think that's as simple as it's going to be. We could throw, well, we could if we had the money, some medical helicopters out here as well, which actually we do have the room for. How much is this thing? 50,000? We're nearly there. Definitely going to be nice having the fire helicopters available, though. It means that my airport's not going to burn down. This is basically... This basically runs the risk of being just like the universities. Every time I build one of those, which I haven't built yet. Oh no, we're gonna have to build one of those eventually. Oh no. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to it because it's just gonna burn down. It's that simple. I know it's just gonna burn down. But whatever. We'll deal with that when we get to it. For now, I kind of want to bring some trams out here. I kind of want to do that. I wonder, can you do tram tunnels? Is that a thing? It is a thing. All right, we're going to do some tram tunnels. And, oh, it means I have to get rid of this bridge. Damn, okay. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. That's gonna be tricky. Let me fix this zoning for a second. And let me figure out what I can do here. So this guy needs to be a tunnel, which it is. Do I want to do a separate tram bridge? Because I could, right? We could do that. It might look a bit weird, but something like this, you know, connect to there, connect to there. We want to raise it up to like the same height as the existing bridge. I mean, it does look a bit weird, doesn't it? It does. It does look a bit weird. I don't know that I like that. I'm not sure I'm a fan. I'm going to be honest. I think the trams might just need their own like dedicated tunnel, rather than whatever this is. So let's maybe do that, right? Let's maybe do something that makes this look less awful. So let's put that zoning back in there, which apparently I've completely messed up. It needs to be lowered. There we go. So now we'll put the zoning back in there, something like this. And I guess, I wonder if I change you, can I bring a tram off of this bit? Oh, I can. So I can just bring it underground already. Okay. I mean, it's going to look terrible. It is going to look awful. I mean, you know, underground, but I'm actually kind of okay with this. I don't hate it. So let's go underground for a second. Let me figure out how I'm going to do this. So you need to be elevated, and we need to go to you, and I need to, oh boy, this is going to be something, like that. I think that's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to figure this out as I go along. It's not going well. Let's bring you back a bit to be roughly in line with that guy. So there we go. I think that's all right. I think that's all right. It's going to look a bit weird having the trams just go straight across, but honestly, I think that's fine. We'll grab this guy, you know, bring it to there. We'll grab the nodes and level it to that height. And yeah, I think that's all right. I think the reason I'm doing this, right, is because I imagine the city will be kind of keen to keep this bridge. You know, it's an interesting looking bridge. I would imagine it's slightly historic. So I imagine the city would want to keep that bridge. So the trams are going to branch off. Honestly, the trams should maybe branch off back here rather than in a tunnel. That is a bit weird. So if we put you on the ground, you know, we want to have it be like this, you know, have it come out there, go to here. Now it needs to go underground. Oh boy. So that spot to there. And then we just need to elevate it differently. So you to that height. And that looks fine, right? That looks interesting. Oh God. That's not good looking, is it? that's a bit rough looking. Let's see. Come on. There we go. That looks fine. Question mark? Does it look fine? I think that looks fine. It's something, right? That's something. It's yeah. It's something. That's what it is. Something. Let's see. Let me just make sure this is all nicely updated, which it now is. Oh dear. Hold on a minute. Ground level for you, please. There we go. All right. So that's fine. Yeah, that's good. So that's the tram bridge. And then it can connect to the road like over here somewhere. And then that's going to have to, oh God, we're going to need another tram about. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know if I'm going to do another tram about. I'll be completely honest. I don't think we need it, but we'll see. I'm not ruling it out as an option here. Now, let's do this. We can make that look pretty in a moment. Just we need the kind of like initial layout. And I really wish my game would let me do that. There we go. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll throw some of, so you're going to be ground level the whole way across here and the whole way up here as well, which means we're getting rid of all those trees, but that's fine. This guy. So something a bit like this. I'm not a huge fan of like the super sharp angle there though. And that doesn't really, that doesn't really look much better. Okay, hold on a minute. What if we just bring you straight out? That is better than it was, I guess. I guess it's better than the hideous thing that it once was. So we'll go with that. We're going to have to try and level all of this to the same height as that though, so it doesn't look as terrible. And then all of these guys are going to have to now be a slope, which they already sort of were. Let's lower you down a bit. There we go. I don't know how I feel about this. It does look a bit awful, but I'm going to allow it for now. Let's have the trams give way to traffic. I don't know if that's a good idea. And let's allow traffic on this side to enter the junction because generally it's not going to be blocking trams. Traffic here can also enter that junction. And that should be fine. Traffic back here can enter that junction and that should be fine. Okay. All right. That's a thing. Now, for the trams. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this. I kind of think I'm actually not going to do a tram about, and instead I'm just going to put like a tram stop station thing like here. Or, well, actually, I'll be completely honest. There is a mod, right? This right here, airport tram station. I need a level 3 airport for it though. Which we have the passengers. Good Lord, we have the passengers. We just don't have the attractiveness, which again, like I said last time, story of my bloody life. Huh. I don't know what to do here. I think the best thing that we can really do is going to be to, you know, elevate this. So that's what, 3, 6, 9. So like this, I kind of want it to go like that. We'll bring this guy kind of straight over and straight to there. So that's going to let us go nicely over the roundabout. That's going to let us go nicely over the roundabout. Let's try and redo this so it's kind of even looking, which that now is. That's absolutely not even looking. Never mind. Okay, this is just going to go straight out then. Still not. Oh, that's not central. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I think that's the middle. I want to say that's the middle. I'm not confident it is, but it's going to do for now. So there. Yeah, that looks better. So yeah, my thinking here is I guess this could just come in, you know, go past the hotel, which admittedly is kind of cool looking. Yeah, I think it's going to go past the hotel. And then we could maybe merge it with that road. And then put like a tram stop on the road. And just see how that works. That's absolutely not what I wanted to do. Just got rid of some stuff that I wanted to keep. All right, we'll put that back. So yeah, I think we put like a tram stop on that road. So that means we want to have this guy come in elevated straight to there. It is sloping reasonably well, so I'm gonna allow it. You're gonna go there. I don't think I want the trams to come down around this the bus station though. I think I want them to kind of go out onto their own section of road. And I guess, I guess this, yeah, this is actually okay. So they're going to come out onto their own section of road, which is going to be, I want to say here, because it's kind of nicely in line with that path. So let's go, I guess, up to 9. That's 6. That's 9. It's going to come down to here. It's making things a little bit weird, but I'm not too worried about it. We can fix that. Not enough money. Oh, well, that's awkward. That's, I mean, fair enough. That's not quite what I was hoping for, though. So we'll do this. It's nicely, like I said, nicely elevated. This guy needs to be brought back down to ground level because that's not supposed to happen. Although I do think, yeah, so that's happening. that's not quite what I was looking for. Let's just shuffle you over a little tiny bit so that we don't have that weird overlap there, which I think we still have, even with this thing being shuffled a bit. I think that yeah, they're still very much doing what I don't want them doing. Can I? Oh, there's not really any way to fix that either. That's ridiculous. Okay, we need to redo this bit. That's fine. So this is gonna go from like here to there. There we go. So that's fine. All right. So we need to upgrade this guy. That needs to be ground level again. There we go. So the trams come in, they go across, they'll stop in here. They get back up onto this elevated section, which, to be completely honest, I do want a nice curve for this this elevated section. So something like this should do the job, I believe. There we go. That looks a little bit better. And then I guess what we do is just have this run straight over there, which I have to admit looks a bit weird. I would kind of like it to curve sort of that way, and then, you know, like this. I think that looks better. And yeah, we got some like weird U-turny stuff going on, but it's the trams aren't going to be U-turning anyway. So actually, I think technically what the trams should be doing is going this way. So one way to the left initially, because I think, yeah, the trams are going to be on the left side of the road. So they go, you know, one way around here, and then they hit this road, they do their thing, which admittedly could also be a one-way road. It's not going to be, but it could be. And then they go back up, they go past the hotel, and they go out there. So that seems fine. That I think is okay. It's maybe a bit weird, but it does give us a little something different for the airport, and I think that's kind of what I want, right? It's a bit different, it's a bit weird. It's not just another metro or whatever, it's trams. Everyone likes trams. I like trams. Barely ever been on a tram, but I like them. So that's, you know, that counts for something. Actually, have I ever been on a tram? Now that I think, you know, I don't think I've ever been on a tram as much as I almost got run over by a tram in Manchester in 2016, I think. I was at, whatever it was, I was at Simmer's meetup. I'm pretty sure I almost got hit by a tram. And by almost, I mean, it was like, you know, 50 meters down the road. It wasn't that close, but it was like I was standing there unaware that a tram was coming, and someone was like, hey, there's a tram coming. And we're like, oh, we should probably get out of the way of that. So, you know, exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. All right. I like this. I think this is good. Let's go ahead and set up some kind of system for the trams then. So we're going to have a stop here, and it's going to come all the way down. I think it could stop here. I think that'll be okay. It's going to come down, and I guess it could share a stop there. It could just go around the roundabout and back. I think that would be fine, because this is kind of going to be like a transfer is how I would look at it, right? So you transfer onto the airport trams here, and I think that's okay. So I like that. And there's already people wanting to use it, which is great news. I like that a lot. I'm actually kind of excited to see some trams coming over here. I think that's pretty cool. Also, you guys need to not be doing what you're doing right there. Let's get you all set up with, you know, some proper lane management for one. And then for two, we're just going to say that the trams can give way. I guess. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. What if you guys give way to the trams? That's maybe not. Nah, the trams can give way. That's fine. The trams can give way. Speaking of trams and all that, though, can I? Yeah, I want to go in here. What is it? Alt L, Control L. There. No, not Control L. What? Oh, it is Control L. All right, you. I want to copy those markings, and then I want to come over to here, and I want to paste them, and there we go. Look at that. It's so good looking. It is so good looking. Where are my trams at, though? Should they not be here by now? Oh God, I've just realized they actually do have a bit of a distance to cover, don't they? No, that's going to be rough. Okay, we should recolor the airport trams whilst we're at it. So What line is it we're looking at? 4? No, 5. Line 5. Okay, let's sort by name. Line 5, I think, is just going to be white. And then this one is going to be like green. Just because it can be. So yeah, line 5 can be white. That way we can see where the trams are, which is right there. And I think that's okay. It's a very busy road. Definitely a very busy road. There are people getting on the trams though, which is great news. So then the trams come over, they cut across, and they go through their tunnel. I think that's cool. I think that's cool, man. I've got to be honest. I really do. Then of course they, you know, ever so slightly have some trouble. But yeah, I like that a lot. There's so many people wanting to get on the tram from this side going back across though. That's also kind of cool. So that seems good. That seems, oh my God, there's so many people there as well. That seems like a good little setup for the airport. So let's go ahead and just put a couple more things in here. I want to get some more parking lots. So what I'm going to do, to be a little quick on it, is I'm just going to use the marquee tool. I'm going to grab all of these guys. I'm going to grab those guys. And I'm just going to copy and sort of paste a bunch of parking lots across here, because I do think the airport should have a whole bunch of parking lots. I don't know if I necessarily want them in this exact spot, but yeah, you know what? Actually, no. I want to move those because I think they'd look better back here. So put them in like this spot. We'll extend that road out a little bit. Maybe loop around this thing as well. So let's see. Let's go for... We'll go for the grass. We'll bring this guy out to about... there is fine. We'll bring it all the way over. We'll bring it sort of... oh boy. Please don't be weird with the trams. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. So now if we just grab all of this and sort of move it to the middle... Obviously, I'm going to want to do some detailing around this, but it just looks like a long stay parking lot or something, and that's kind of what it's supposed to be. So this is like your long stay, that's like your short, I don't know, maybe other way around. Regardless, it's parking. It's going to be a whole bunch of seagulls though. I've just realized I need to get I need to get that mod that gets rid of the seagulls because they are just infinitely annoying. But we'll get to that. Can I afford the cheap hotel? It's 50,000 as well. Good Lord. I think it would look kind of cool here though. Like a budget hotel right by the parking lot. Great view. That's a great view of the airport is what that is. That is just beautiful. I also don't think these particular parking lots attract tourists in the way that the other ones I've used in the past do. So I think we're very much stuck with just these seagulls and no tourists in the area for right now, but that's okay. That was always kind of cheating when the old parking lots would attract a whole bunch of tourists. So I'm not really going to stress about it. Oh, I love this. I love this. I really like seeing the trams coming out like that. That's really, really cool. I also don't think, I don't think I can select a vehicle. I know, so yeah, okay. So this is a thing. So people have been mentioning like I should get the creator pack that has the vehicles and stuff, and I do have it. So double-decker airport bus. Hello. Hold on a minute. Is this my bus depot? It is. That doesn't look like a double-decker airport bus. You know what I think I need? I think I need an actual bus depot. I don't know if I can I can't afford it. Okay. All right. I think I've got collisions turned off, don't I? Yeah. Okay. Let's just put this thing, I guess there. And we should see some double-decker airport buses going out. There it is. Oh my God. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. Oh man. Okay, that's so cool. Hold on a minute. I need to look at my airport express lines. They are just going to be bright red. I don't know if that's going to look good, but oh, it does. It does. Oh, I'm so happy right now. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Yeah, that's my airport buses. That's good. What about my other bus lines? Let's have a little look. So bus line 1. We could go like articulated. We could go with a classic double decker. We could go like super bendy bus. I don't know if we need like a super bendy bus though. Articulated airport buses. Ooh. Let's go with like normal bendy buses. See what they look like. I've not actually seen any of these yet. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. How many people can that hold? 70. Ooh. I'm so happy right now. I am so happy right now. Look at them. Look at those airport buses. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's not a mod. That's a thing in the game now because, it's a DLC, but that's not a mod. That is so cool. I'm so excited. I am so excited that that's a thing. I'm also slightly disappointed I'm making like no money right now. I did raise my taxes. I did do that, but yeah, we really need to build more stuff. We also really need to do something about the traffic coming in here, but I feel like part of the problem with that is it's a bunch of buses now heading out as well. So I feel like this will clear itself up a little bit once the buses have got to like where they need to be. I also really do need more money coming in. I dread to think, yeah, this thing actually doesn't cost as much as I thought it would, surprisingly. That's actually a bit of, how much do these cost? $640? Okay. All right, well, we're fine there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I am quite pleased with this. I feel like I've done nothing today but talk about my cats, but you know what? I'll take it. Mission, that's a that's a good old ConflictNerd City Skylines video is what that is. 45 minutes of mostly talking about his cats. Okay. All right. Yeah, that is legitimately going to do us for today, I think. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. We'll get this airport finished in the, finished. We'll get the airport looking a bit better in the next episode, I think, and see if we can't maybe, expand it, detail it a bit better, do all that good stuff. I am happy with it. I think it looks pretty good. I just want to get more parking lots and more stuff. So that's going to be my goal. And by that, I mean, we're probably going to try and like build this entire area to fund the building of the airport because we're broke. Like $26,000 is nothing in City Skylines. So definitely going to have to do something about that. But that'll be next time. Also a sign next time. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.